Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Barbie and Disney doll news to talk about. From our first look at the next upcoming Disney Princess Collector Mattel dolls, new information on the next wave of Barbie the movie dolls releasing, new holiday dolls revealed, also including Ken dolls, first ever actually, and much more. So stay tuned to subscribe and let's get into it. Okay, let's first go over the disappointment, which is the brand new Barbie holiday dolls for this year, also including Ken. There's 4 Ken dolls that are also going to be released. Yes, that's exciting, I guess, because we've never had a holiday Ken before, which is weird, but I honestly long overdue. There's again 4 variants of Ken, and for Barbie there's 5. So yes, and the pricing is probably around $40 US, you know, the generic, you know, Barbie holiday price point that we all know and loathe, because the quality for Barbie holidays has been steadily, rapidly declining. Let's be honest, like it hasn't been the same for a long time now. The dresses are just getting cheaper and cheaper. Not like necessarily in fabric, because like we do have like a nice, like embossed, is that the word, fabric used here for the dresses. So the actual like design that we see on the dresses, it's actually like woven into the fabric, so that's nice. That's not cheap. It's not like it's a printed on, you know, pattern or anything. Like, no, it's actually like woven in the fabric, so that does count for something. Yes, and they do have painted nails and they have a stand, and the faces are not pixelated, although the placement on some of them from the real life pictures seems to be debatable. So yeah, you know, the packaging, you know, also debatable if AI was used for the designs of the snowflakes and ribbons and whatever. Most likely there was some sort of AI used, because it does look a little too clean, if you know what I mean. But you know, it's still, even so, I just feel like every year the dresses get more and more boring, simple, bland, uninspired. It's like it's either red or gold. Like those are the 2 main colors that they go with for holiday dolls nowadays. Gold, red, gold, red. That's it. That's all they got. Which I don't blame the designers. Like, they work with what they have. I'm pretty sure we have the higher ups to blame for the holiday Barbie line really declining in most areas. It's, yeah, again, like painted nails, yay, stand, woohoo, you know, the faces are not pixelated. Amazing work, Mattel. Like, these are all things that 10 years ago for Barbie, it would have been a given for Playline releases. And now it's like, well, we're lucky if we get like painted nails, or, you know, like if the faces are not wonky or pixelated. You know, it's like, this is really where we are at right now. So yeah, I really don't have anything to say about the individual Barbies, because they're all basically the same in terms of like pretty. They're all like, the faces are fine. Millie, obviously, I feel like she's the weakest just because we've seen so much of Millie, but again, like her face is clear, the face is not pixelated, that's good. I just still feel like the hairstyles, the makeup, it's all very bland. The redhead, you know, she's cute, but I don't know, like the face sculpt is an older one, I believe, yeah. That's why she looks a little more unique. And then the Ken dolls, you know, Ken is there. He's just there to be like you know, just to be an accessory, yeah, to Barbie. That's what he is, really. So, I don't know. They're fine. They look fine. It's just, they are really, like, holiday dolls have really lost their pizzazz. So it's really, it's depressing. It's depressing. So what do you think? Who's your fave? Next, we had a first kind of teaser look at the second Barbie, a tribute to fashion doll, dropping, I believe, sometime in August. Those of us who are Barbie members, or I guess who used to be members, we probably got an email. I got an email. That's how I saw that there's a countdown, and that's how we got our first look at the teaser of this doll. Apparently, it's gonna be like flapper, kind of like that era inspired. So yeah, interesting. You know, apparently she has short hair as well. And she has the Lara face sculpt. It's the face sculpt that they used on the recent She-Ra doll. So I believe, yeah, that's the one. Short hair, fringe, as we can see, like tassels, right? Like, interesting. You know, it's a very, again, very flapper kind of coated, the dress, the silhouette, the fur. Interesting look. I can't wait to see like what the whole doll looks like. Obviously, the last one I didn't get her. I kind of regret it now because she's so expensive on eBay. She was expensive. She was pink also, like, ugh, and I usually like pink dolls. But I don't know. I feel like she was cute, but like the era that they were inspired by wasn't really something that I was super into. And similar to this doll now, again, very flapper era dress inspired. It's not something specifically that I'm like into, but again, let's wait and see until the doll gets revealed fully and the price point as well, because yeah, kind of depends on those things if she's worth it or not. Let's see. I also got an email regarding the new Christy Chaser doll from the second wave of the Barbie Deluxe style dolls. This Christy doll is, they had like a sweepstakes apparently. This screenshot is old, so I believe it already ended on Mattel Creations, but yeah, if you were a member and you got this email, you would have been able to enter into this sweepstakes of getting this, you know, Chaser variant with the Christy face sculpt. And I wonder, like, did anyone participate? Who won? Like, who, you know, got their hands early on this doll? Because yeah, she's a Chaser similar to the first wave with the Steffi face sculpt. Yes, Midge. This one, yeah, Christy, and she's going to be also available at Target stores, but because she's a Chaser, she's going to be much harder to find. Next, I did have to mention that we did get the official release of the second wave of the Mycene dolls, including Jey and Noli. I got them both from Mattel Creations a couple weeks ago, and they just arrived yesterday. So I will be making a review on them very soon. I also received the new G3 Nephra core doll that I'm kind of waiting on Cupid to make a unboxing of Nephra, Cupid, and Jennifer all together, because I feel like that would be really fun to unbox those ghouls all in one video, as they are basically this year's official lineup of new core characters. Well, Skelita too, but I feel like officially Skelita will probably drop in like January of next year, not really officially this year. But again, we'll probably have leaks. Anyway, that's Monster High related. Sorry. What do you think of Mycene, the second wave? I think Jey, I mean, they both look better in person, but Jey really just, I mean, she is just a goddess. Like, she looks amazing. So I definitely am excited to get them unboxed very soon. So stay tuned. Next, we had a first look at the new upcoming Barbie signature Venus Williams doll. She looks really good in real life. I'm not sure who the source is of this image. There was no credit on the youloveit.com web page, but again, in real life, she looks great. The packaging is standard Barbie signature attire as we've seen before, but the face sculpt might be new, and she is on the made to move body, so that's very good as well. She's releasing soon, I believe, amongst the August releases. I'm not sure, there's no release date, but very soon, I would think. Next, I also received an email regarding the next wave of the Barbie the movie dolls. We have a brand new lineup, including also Chelsea collector versions of the characters, which is interesting. All these items will be first available for Barbie members on July 31st on Mattel Creations, and then later on they will also become available on other retailers, etc. as per usual. The price point for the Chelseas is unknown, but I'm believing the price point for the other dolls will be probably the same, around the price point as the previous versions, around $50 US, 60, basically just way too expensive. But what is really interesting here is that all three of these new full-sized dolls will be sporting face sculpts in the likeness of the actors. The Barbie Margot Robbie face sculpt is one of the newer ones with the closed mouth. Ken as well with the Ryan Gosling face sculpt, it's the newer one. And then especially with the Barbie President doll, she's sporting a brand new face sculpt in the likeness of Issa Rae. So very fun. The outfits look very good. The packaging is the same, but we do have different bits of design in the back as well on the front that look different. And we do have stock photos for the Beret doll and also Ken, but President Barbie, we just have the real life pictures shared by Tell and Me. talent_me. So yeah, I think they all look really good, and I am also kind of intrigued by the collector Chelsea releases for Gloria, Ken, Barbie, and President Barbie, because like I don't think we've had kind of like a Chelsea collector release like this in a while for like a movie or series. I remember they used to do these Chelsea versions of IP, licensed projects like Scooby-Doo or like Marvel characters, but it's been a while. So it's very interesting that they've decided to release Chelsea versions of these characters for the Barbie movie. It's just really cute. I mean, I imagine they're gonna look cute. So, what do you think? Who's your favorite of this new wave? I'm definitely gonna get the full-size dolls, but I'm not sure about the Chelsea versions. Yeah, let's see. This is exciting because Barbie, I just recently saw the movie again, and it really holds up. Like, it came out 2 years ago now, which is like what? And it's so funny, and I cried, and it's like, oh, it's so good. Then finally, the official Mattel and Disney Descendants Instagram accounts have now officially shared a first look at the new Disney Descendants Anniversary Mal and Evie dolls. Now, of course, these two have been already kind of in and out of stock on Amazon for a couple of weeks now, so a lot of people have already been able to get them early, but I guess now officially they are dropping soon. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that, especially if you are an international collector like me, because I have the listings on Amazon Germany, UK, and I keep looking at them like to see like if they're going to be available, but they're not available yet. So I do think like officially they might be dropping in August. And lastly, I was wondering when we would be getting the next kind of collection release of the Disney Princess Mattel lineup, and we got the full reveal yesterday of the new collection called Once Upon a Whimsy, including Tiana, Belle, and Ariel. I was so surprised when I first saw them. I was like, what? And then so I checked Mattel Creations, and I was actually recording this, for the video, and then I tried to go to the next page, and then it showed me this, which basically like it didn't let me keep going. I'm not sure, maybe Mattel Creations is like down, like the website is down right now, not available, so I had to switch to Mattel Creations Germany, so that's why the translations might be off. But yeah, thank God for Mattel Creations Germany, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to record this footage for the video. But basically the premise, the concept of this collection, which by the way, can we just like, I was definitely a little bit disappointed to see Belle and Ariel return here. I mean, Tiana technically already has a collector release with the 100 Years of Disney drop, but that was more of like a playline collector release. This is really her official first collector release with eyelashes and a full-on like model music body, and articulation too, which is definitely a big thing. But I feel like for Belle and Ariel, they could have easily included here Pocahontas or Snow White or Cinderella too, because I do feel like Belle and Ariel, they were included in the past two collections of the Radiance collection and the Enchanted Elegance collection. So I mean, I get it, Belle, Ariel, they are very much like fan favorites, and so they're popular, but I feel like Pocahontas would have been a really nice concept here, and Snow White too, or again, at least Cinderella, right? Cinderella, I mean, it's, come on, like, so I don't know, I guess to me it really felt like they're going with like safe choices here with the characters, but at least we got Tiana, which arguably the best one. So again, the concept of this collection is that each doll is inspired by one of their respective songs from their movies. So Ariel, her song that she's inspired by is Daughters of Triton. For Tiana, it's the song that Ray sings in the movie, which is so sweet. It's about his love for one of the stars. And then for Belle, it's obviously Be My Guest. You can tell it's very campy. Like, all of these outfits are very camp, very extravagant, very, like, just out there. And I do have to, like, give props to Mattel for, like, going there, like, for going with such a out there kind of concept. I'm not sure who designed these dolls. Usually with, so far with the Disney collector princess dolls, it's always been Mark Jonathan who's been designing these dolls. So I'm not sure if he's also responsible for the designs here this time around. But I do feel like it kind of has his flair here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he is, the one who designed these dolls. But if he's not, I would also not be surprised if maybe someone else kind of like took charge this time around. Because I do feel like, I don't know, like the designs are fun. They're campy. They're obviously trying to go for something different here. Tiana with the bayou kind of like references the kind of like what do you call it, like the seaweed looking tendrils like coming out of her sleeves, the gloves, right? Like that's fun. Then we have like the kind of like petals coming out of the bottom, the hat kind of like, like what do you call them, the lily pad, right? I feel like there's a lot of interesting concepts here for Belle. Obviously, like the teacup with the hair coming out of it, like what? That is really campy. Her outfit is definitely like the most campy out of all three. And then Ariel, she has this huge frill behind her, and the pearls and the ponytail, and obviously she also has a mermaid style dress on because it's Ariel. What? Are we surprised? Which I do feel like, Tiana, Ariel, they both have mermaid style dresses on. And then Belle, she has the kind of like wonky looking teacups and plates going around the dress, which makes sense. Again, be my guest. It's all about plates and teacups, and still, I feel like, she looks the most different. I don't know. I guess it's interesting. They look very interesting. Would I get any of them? They're kind of expensive. By the way, they're releasing on August 1st on Mattel Creations exclusively only, as with the previous collections. So the price point is a bit more expensive, around like $70 I believe, and much more, of course, for international collectors, because yay. What do you think? I think Tiana obviously looks the best. She has the lashes on. She has like really nice makeup on, although we do have a little bit of pixelation on her lip, which is, unfortunate. Ariel actually has a new face sculpt, I believe. She has a closed mouth face sculpt here. Belle has nice makeup on. I feel like Belle, even though she has the most, I don't like that she has her dress is different, the silhouette that makes her look more unique, but even so, I feel like she is the least interesting. Ariel would be in second place in my ranking, and then in first place Tiana, easily, just because like the bio references, the greenery, obviously that's kind of like referenced all over her outfit with the petals, again, like the tendrils coming out of her sleeves, the gloves, the lily pad, right? It all feels like more, like really cool. As with Ariel, it just feels like, like there's just like a big frill behind her. Like it's a huge like frill. Like, okay, cool. I do like the pearls. I feel like the pearly necklace being huge, like that's campy, but I'm not sure how that really ties in with the song. I guess because like she's supposed to come out of the the seashell, right? Like in the song. I'm not sure, but like Tiana, with her, I do see the references. Belle, I don't like her dress, but I do see the references. Ariel just feels like a little bit, phoned in. A little bit like just, mermaid dress for Ariel, big frill, ponytail. There we go. It just feels a little bit, very predictable. I think a different selection of characters could have helped to make this collection a bit more unique and make it stand out more. Like Ariel and Belle feel like safe bets to me, like safe choices. Pocahontas, Snow White, Cinderella, heck, even Alice, I feel like would have made this collection much more unique and much more exciting. And then the price point, I think, is just a bit too high. That's why, with the past Mattel Creations Disney Princess Collector releases, I think they've all been much more worth it when they've gone on sale. Recently, we had a sale as well, and that's how I actually got all of the recent Mattel Creations Disney Princess releases, because they went on sale like for $40 or $50. To me, that's much more worth it than like $70-$80. Like that's too much for these dolls. And I'm actually going to be doing a full-on unboxing, like huge unboxing of all the so far released Disney Princess Mattel Creations releases. So look out for that. But yeah, I think this collection is cute. I have like Tiana is my favorite. Belle, I don't like her dress, but again, it's supposed to be campy. It's not supposed to be objectively objectively pretty. And Ariel to me feels a little bit lazy, but even so, still nice details, still new face sculpt, closed mouth, that's fun, huge ponytail, you know, it's Ariel. So I think it's a fun collection, just overpriced, and different characters could have definitely made this much more exciting. But who's your favorite? And that was all of the Mattel Disney Barbie news we had for today. What do you think? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join us down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.